Hello chat. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. I have played absolutely nothing of this game. I know nothing of this game. I know jack shit. I'm going into this blind. So that's gonna be interesting. But first of all, choose a screen and subtitle language. No subtitles English. No subtitle. I don't even know this game. You and me both. I just know it has some. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. I just know that it has some funny things. Please, please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Okay. There. But I got a lot of things that I want to talk about. But I'm gonna wait a little bit. 8:07. Confirm. All right. Note, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Okay. Is it like a horror game? I don't think so. I know. Like I said. Oh, okay. I know like I said, I know nothing about this game. I downloaded it. It was like $5. I figured it looked funny.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Second subathon guy finished.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Damn, I wish I could be Stanley. Happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
The Stanley
Something
Parable.
he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I see. Okay, so I can move around. Oh, okay, I can move around with the mouse. Can I jump? I can't jump. Okay. Oh, I'm just, oh, no, that's not a mirror, I'm dumb. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
My door closed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I guess we're off to the meeting room. You're the third person with the most views playing this game. Let's go! Let's go. I think I definitely missed the hype on this game. Also, Jesus Christ, the DPI on this thing is... I have to lower the sensitivity. Beginning of the game, resume the game settings. The sensitivity on this game is fucking intense. Okay, there you go. But there are 20 at all. I think I definitely missed the hype on this game, but it's fine. I don't think I was streaming when this game came out. Okay. I'm assuming the meeting hall is this way. Because there's a very clear path laid out.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I really want to go on the door on the right, though. Okay, fine. Door on the left. I really wanted to go through the right, just because. But whatever.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Stanley
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Left. She said left. And right is right. But exactly, right is right. Therefore, we should have gone right. Where was I supposed to go? I was too busy reading. Targets. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Okay. Where?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't want to. Okay, fine. I leave.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna follow the instructions for now, but I feel like I shouldn't. Like, I think one time I'll do another playthrough because I don't think this game is long, and we'll just not listen. We'll see what happens.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Okay, dude.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What the fuck? Okay, now it's getting creepy. What? No. No, 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 no. No. No, no. No, fuck off. What? I don't trust that. Dude, no. Rule number 1 of any horror movie, don't go to the basement. This might be a horror game. It might be. Rule number 1 of any horror game, don't ever go to the basement. What am I doing? Going to the fucking basement. I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. I guess we can...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Mind control facility.
Mind control facility.
That says escape. No, I said it. It's like escape. Or now hear me out. Mind control. Do it. Escape or mind control? I'm leaning towards the escape, not gonna lie. It looks right. Escape. Alright, fuck it. We escape. We're out of here!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ah! Back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! No, 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 no. We go back! We go back! We go back!
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yup, I already knew. Jesus Christ, you motherfucker.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Whoa.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's find out, shall we? The bridge falls. It's game 101. Of course it's game 101, but like, you know, you still want to see.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Whoa. That's crazy. There's
This
600
mind control
employees.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
I'm
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
246, right?
emotions had been manipulated
desk?
to accept it blindly?
Where's my desk? 247. There. I'm there.
No. He
No, wait, I
refused
should have gone to the
believe
thing.
it. He
Okay.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
you
It was
know
unthinkable.
that you
Wasn't
wouldn't
it?
actually die.
Was it even
The fake
possible?
conclusion
Had
is
he
lying.
truly
Oh,
spent his
what?
entire life utterly blind to the world?
Right now we follow the instructions. Later we might
Here
not
was the
follow.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy
Mind
or
control
sad
status outline.
or content.
It's mind control.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and
Jesus.
commanded from this very place.
Can
And
I-
as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
By going up there and hitting the button. It's a control consciousness. Oh. They were controlling me? 2. Where's 3? How do I get up there? Okay, guess I can't get up there. That's annoying. There's 5. Okay, I guess we leave. Mind control idle awaits input. Who was that?
And when at
Who was
last
what?
he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
God, Jesus Christ. So we turned it off. But wait, there's more. Or is that that'd be funny. End of game, you're done. That was it. You turned off the machine. The end. Wrong choice. Wrong
Darkness.
choice.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Okay.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Let's go!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
pressed
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
I don't give a shit.
For
What's
it
the
was
outside
not
look like?
knowledge
Don't go.
or even
Don't go.
power
I'm going.
that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been
It's
to
the outside
understand,
world.
but to let go.
I'll kill you. What? You'll kill
No
me?
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what
But
to do,
freedom.
or how to feel.
As Aaron Yeager would
Whatever
say,
life he lives,
freedom.
it will be
It's
his.
freedom.
And that was all he needed to know.
There's snipers.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
But I'm willing
Stanley
to take the risk
stepped
on this
through the
snipers.
open door.
The door's still not open. Why does this look
Stanley
fake?
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path
Why does it
before
look
him.
fake as hell?
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Sniper takes me out dead.
And Stanley
It is.
was happy.
Dun dun dun. Oh, beat the. Wait, that was the game. Wait, I just beat the game. Okay, okay, we beat the game. I guess we got the good ending. Okay, take 2. We leave the office.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes,
What
the
could it mean?
co-workers are not here.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna do everything the opposite way now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Go
doors,
right, we're going right.
he entered the door on his left.
Left, right, left, right. This is left. Yes, this is
This
left.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Shit.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes.
Wow, look at
truly
this
a room
employee
worth
lounge.
admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Look at it.
Stanley
It's
simply
so...
stood here, drinking it all in.
Look at that. It's just... Look, I mean, look at this beam and this... Oh, this like lower edge and the carpet in here. It's just immaculate.
Really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Do we take the door? Or do we keep going? I'm gonna keep going. We keep going. Hey, what's
Stanley
this?
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm Zorro. I'm lost, okay? I'm just lost. I'm like Zorro. I just got lost, you know?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
talking
your
to me?
trust in someone
What happened
else
to-
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Why are you
There's
narrating?
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
On the
Someone
ship?
you've forgotten about.
Yes.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Ooh, I missed something.
She's been waiting.
I guess we go through... Can I go through this door instead? No, okay. I have to go through this way. Okay. This way we go.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Where's
To
the...
reach out to her. If you can truly
No.
place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'm gonna hang up.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Suck
No,
it,
that
nerd.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
Get
Let
played,
me
nerd.
double check.
Ha! Suck my
No,
left
it's
nut.
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Wait,
Not
I want
picking
that
up the
ending.
phone is actually
Okay.
somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
I'm gonna
None of
do
these
that ending.
decisions were
Okay.
supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
Ooh, me like
You're
this
not
game.
Stanley. You're a real person.
Get played,
I
nerd.
can't believe I was so
Teabag
mistaken.
on the
This
man.
is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well,
Also,
I won't
no
have that kind of
tell me-
risk on my watch.
no-
I'm going to
no
stop the game
tell
for a
at
moment
me
so
I'm
we can
eating.
educate
Good.
you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
No.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
No, I don't want to.
Choice. It's the best
Okay, I'm being
part of
forced
being
to.
a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
I
For
call suck
example,
my nut.
in this scenario, a hypothetical
can't tell me
real
what to
person
do.
named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow that person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My gosh, it's
Excellent.
4:30. I'm supposed to have
Making
a back
choices
sack
on
and
a regular
crack.
basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making
Jesus
process.
Christ.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
Nope.
just remember that in the vast infiniteness of
I'm a
space,
streamer.
your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Yes.
This way, please.
Okay, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. The right decision. Wait. Can I? Oh, okay. I have to keep. Okay, we run it back. We run it back. We run it back. Right decision. Right decision. We only make smart decisions.
Choices are meaningful. We can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Me. MC dying. So JJK. No. Me. Basically me. If you escape, you won't die. But what if I want to die? Wait. Before we do and make the right decision. Look at this employee room. Like, oh, it's immaculate.
There. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay, wait.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Yes.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Let's run it
When
back.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on the left. Let's go. Door on the left. Door on the left. Oh, shit, my dyslexia. I went on the
Why
right.
did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Door on the left. Oh, no. Fuck. Damn. Oh, I literally can't go forward. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, I guess I'll go on the door on the left. Damn.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Sorry.
Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
No.
What's the answer? What do I do? No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Stop.
I have to.
Ah! Can I make it out? Oh, hey, I'm not dead.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
Hi.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
Me.
My entire game is destroyed.
Sorry,
it was the
bro.
only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Sorry, bro.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I needed to know.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I needed to know.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make
Cheetos. Not the Cheetos. 07 for the Cheetos.
Behave exactly as Stanley
Oh,
would.
hey, we're back.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Yes.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on the left. I got this. Door on the left.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oops.
Behave exactly as you would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
How
I'm
many
quite
times?
sure you'll be
Yes,
up to the
but
task.
still...
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Do
All
you
right.
think I can break? This is a
When
loop.
Stanley
Will it
came
loop
to a
forever?
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. Shit. That was right again. Oh,
No!
Okay.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Will it constantly loop forever?
Behave
Or will it
exactly
break?
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Is this thing gonna
All right.
break?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. No. It's taking longer for him to come back.
No!
There you
Why
go.
did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Will it break, or am I
Behave
just stuck
exactly as
infinite
Stanley
loop?
would. That means choosing responsibly and
Anybody know?
always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Alright,
All
I'll
right.
actually go the right
When
way.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll go the right way. Door on the left. Hey look, it's the
Yet there was not a
meter.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can't go down! What happened to my downstairs? Damn. I wanted to go down the stairs. Can I just leave? Let me just leave the office. Okay, I can't just walk up and leave. This way. Nope. Oh, the office is...
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Wait, the story's different.
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Shark 195.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Shark Night 155. How do I speak it to
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
How do
Otherwise
I
we can't get on with the story. This
speak?
is a crucial step.
Narrator dude, I can't speak. I don't have a speak button.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing for your...
Do I have a speech button? Color vibration. Controls. Do I have a speech button? Simplified controls. off. Oh, I do. It's E. Okay.
Respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story
So I tried
seriously.
leaving in the right
if you
door,
didn't want to
but
see what I had to show you,
kept
then
looping
why
me,
did
so I
you come
left and
here?
left.
You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over
I
there.
did!
Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Oh!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
What the? What is happening? Stanley, go right! Stanley, go right!
Stanley? Hello?
Stanley's having an existential crisis.
Okay.
Let me get back in him!
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
I broke him!
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
I broke him!
Choose.
I'm sorry!
Do something.
I broke him.
Anything.
Now try the escape path. That's the plan.
I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this?
I
Stanley?
broke him! I broke him!
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide.
This poor
Time
man
to make
going
sure
to need
your choice is
therapy
correct.
because
That
of
is the
you.
best choice.
Is this the real ending? No, the real ending was the one where you escaped, the first
You
one.
decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I'm sorry. I broke him. Or was it? I mean, I'm assuming it was. It gave me an achievement, so... it gave me
All
an
of his
achievement for getting
co-workers
it,
were
so...
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
I wish there was a way to see...
Perhaps
Wait, is there a way to see the endings? Resume the game... No. Okay. It would have been cool to see if, like,
he
how many
simply
endings
missed a
there are.
memo.
Alright, so this time we actually need to go to the meeting, because we broke it
When
here.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Actually, we can break it in one more place, but we'll come back to that. Let's go see the escape path first.
Yet there was not a single person here.
We can break it in
either.
multiple places. Maybe
Feeling
it's
a wave
like
of
Secretary
disbelief, Stanley decided to go
the
up to
security
his
breach
boss's
that the
office,
end
hoping he might
things
find
are
an
not
answer there.
as they seem. Maybe. I mean, I've never played Security Breach. I've played one FNAF game back in the day.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, let's follow them for now. Then we'll go down the escape path. Before it said I was gonna die. I didn't want to die.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Jesus Christ.
life. What could it mean?
2581, I
Stanley
think?
wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the
think
boss's
it's
desk,
2481.
pulling books off the shelf, looking behind
DLC for Security Breach
paintings,
is
desperate
good.
for clues to his situation.
2, 4...
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, you had all the
Of course,
numbers. You just
Stanley
didn't have them in the
couldn't
right.
possibly
2,
have known
8,
this.
4, 5. You had all the numbers. You just didn't have them in the right order.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Great.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wait, there must be so many endings. I watched Markiplier's video about Ruin DLC. I messed up one up. Was unsure. No, it was. You almost had it. You had all the right numbers. Alright, so now we go down the escape path.
Stanley
then-
walked straight ahead through the
Mind
large
control.
door that read
Nope.
Mind Control Facility.
Nope.
Although this
Escape.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I'll take my chances. This saw it not
The
end.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope. Fuck you. Nope.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Bring on the deathy with. And we died. Wait, did I actually die? Stanley is Gen Z. He just wants to go. Where the fuck am I now?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Wait, I changed. I don't want to die.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, cruel world. It broke?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I'm still alive. Okay, I have to go that way.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Filing cabinet. Office computers. Solitaire employee database. Windows XP. Oh wait, this is an ending. Button sounds. A section of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and synthesized tones. Press them in order. Okay. Hey! You can't jump. I just got an achievement. Let's go. The offices. The desk. Oh, is this the map? So, the two doors, which then leads you into the corridor, which then leads you into the office layout. No, okay, it's backwards. So office layout. This is the blueprint. The blueprints show the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development since the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Can you find the narrator here? Let's find out, shall we? The corridor. The pacing of the open section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The two doors. The set of two doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an expression of the contradiction this room posed. This was just a huge lore drop. It really was. It was just a huge lore dump. This is just a huge lore dump. Office clock. Boss's office. Success. Screens from the development of the boss's office. Whoa, look at that. We're just in a lore dump. Find him. We're hunting for him. We will go literally everywhere. The lounge. The underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game. Ah, the escape was just a door. Narrator's outtake. Carving.
Now then, this elevator for sure would get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story. See, Stanley finally through the
Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. He's here!
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design.
Okay, interesting. Interesting room. This is just a lore dump. Like, we accidentally just found a lore dump by going the escape route. Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Yes, we did the freedom ending. Countdown desk. One of the desks in the early version of the game countdown ending. Okay. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Monitor room elevator. For the first for a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. Wait, how do you do the countdown ending? I guess if you go back? Countdown room. An early version of the countdown room.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Okay.
How they both wish to be free.
Oh, I can leave. No, wait, I don't want to leave yet. I don't want to leave yet. This is our way out, but I don't want to leave yet. I want to check the other endings real quick. Or I want to check the other things. I think the countdown ending, we have to go back. Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of this environment has changed, the basic layout of this mockup is still in the game. Wow. There's so many rooms. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created on November 11th, 2011. The second was in March 2012, and the third was in February 2013. Iteration 1, Iteration 2, Iteration 3. Cool. What else is in this museum? This treasure trove museum of things. The office. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Honestly, the new lounge, immaculate. The greatest thing I've ever seen of all time. You can't change my mind about that. Narrator's email. After a second trailer, we sent out. After the second trial we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further these featured promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a section of those emails. Partner, business broker. Hi, Mr. Narrator Guy. I have a question for you, sir, and it is, what your message for today? Sincerely, Harris. Okay. That's cool that they put those in. What's in here? The apartment timer. In the previous version, Wait, in a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Ah, it's the one that we did, right? It's the one where we just pulled the plug. The cargo lift. The second version of the function of the second version is functionally the same as what the final game, but we want it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option for the player to fall to their death. Wait, you could just fall off? Okay, wait. We must try that. We gotta try that after. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they pulled. Interesting. Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Oh. Zending model. The game is now paused. Begin the game. Oh, okay. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. I see. It's like there's so many rooms. Trailers. They like put everything in here. It's crazy. I think we saw this. Yes, this is the beginning bit. I think we've looped through. I just want to double check. Game mockups. That's the office. Have we looped through? That's the emails. I think we looped through everything. Nope, this last bit. Meeting room. Option 1, option 2. Wait, option 1. One door way to the maintenance. To maintenance in the lounge. Oh, maintenance layout. The flow of the hallway the flow of the hallway following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We decided a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Basically straight to the lounge. Gotcha. Okay, now we've seen everything. Because this loops back into here. Into the Zen. Oh, here. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't know unless I was told. I probably wouldn't ever do that. Well, time to go back. Time to break the game again. Or time to do another ending. I think if we slowly work our way through the endings, we could, like, figure out all of them in one go. Because right now we're jumping really fast. We're doing extreme endings.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
We're gonna go back to the two. Oh,
Listen
wait, we're gonna die.
You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
I didn't want to press it. I wanted to see what happened. I wonder if it's going to loop us back around. Or is that it? Or is that an ending? Loading. The end is... Oh, that was it. That was the ending. Alright, we're gonna have to...
All of his co-workers
there's so many options!
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Too many options. Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
So we're gonna
wanted
finish
to stop
the
by
right side
employee
first, because
lounge
I think it
just
has
to
less
admire
options.
Wow. Yes.
Right, so we're gonna
This
do the right side
room.
first, then
But
and
eager
then
to
we'll
get
do the left
back to
side.
business,
Do every option
Stanley
possible
took the first
that I can think
open
of.
door on his left.
So we're gonna ignore the door on our left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
And yeet.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Great. Alright, that's how you yeet. That's the yeet ending is what I'm calling
All
it.
of
When
his
you yeet
co-workers
yourself
were
off.
gone.
This time we'll
What
answer
did
the
it
phone.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, it's good that you could yeet yourself off. Actually, no, wait, we have one more variable before we answer the phone.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
That I forgot
well.
about.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime,
I am like
a work of art.
speedrunning
But
this.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. So
Stanley
we
was so
can
bad at following directions.
jump
it's
to that
incredible he
platform.
wasn't 5
So we're gonna
years
try
ago.
that first. See, like, we're gonna try and
Look,
jump
Stanley,
there.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your
Then we'll
enemy,
answer the
really,
phone.
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been
I missed.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, that wasn't the plan. Let's try that one
All
again.
of his co-workers
Maybe let's
were
let it
gone.
go up higher.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Can't
simply
wait
missed
for
a
that
memo.
one to happen. So, right path first.
When Stanley came to a
Maybe
set of
don't
2
die.
open
Yep.
doors, this was not the
Let me
correct
try
way
that
to the
one.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Somehow I jumped
well.
high. I jumped
Perhaps
from
he
higher.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Look at that
Standing
employee
now
lounge.
in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We're racing this thing.
Stanley
Look at
was
us
so bad at
speed.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look,
All right,
Stanley,
we gotta
I
go
think perhaps
higher.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm
Because I can't
not.
jump. So.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you... What?
There we go.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
No.
show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove
Danger
it.
everywhere.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, let me give you a chance. But I'm gonna go this way first. Okay, cool. The door closed behind me. No buckets past this point. Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
It's another door.
Stanley walked through the red door.
No, this is another option. We're gonna have to come back. Alright, fine. Let's listen to it for now.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see
red
that
pill
I
or blue
really
pill?
have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
You're making me go
I
in
wanted
circles.
To stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think...
Look back.
Well, I think I have
I'm
a
looking
solution.
behind.
Here, let me show you.
Is it the same door? Okay.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
Space!
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Look
if
at
we
that.
just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
You feel
I
happy?
actually feel happy.
I made him happy. Alright, time to kill his happiness. Goodbye.
No, wait. Where are you going?
No more happiness.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Don't worry, I won't
Please,
die.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Wait, it's just commit suicide! Okay, fine, let's go back to the room. Let me go back to the room first, because that would just end the game. It's probably an ending, but I don't want to go back. Let's go back real quick. Let's just see what happens if we go back. Oh, look at the pretty colors.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Okay, I'll stay here. Look at all the pretty colors and the lights. Now go back. Okay. Go back to...
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Okay, fine. I go back. Wow, look at the pretty lights.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
I'll stay here. But now we go back. Alright, no, we go back. Let's jump off. We'll go. Okay. Time to go jump off.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
He was drugging you! Time to go!
No!
360! I didn't die.
Oh, thank God. You lived. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
360 no scope! I can't die.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
One more time.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
You
reading the
forgot
situation
your
correctly?
foot after the no scope. Oh, my bad. Hold on. 360. Oh, shit. 360 no scope!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
Okay.
But I guess that was too much to ask.
Yep.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I did.
Well, this one is yours.
I did want to make a choice. My choice was committing seppuku. I feel like every time you could make a choice, you have one of two choices. Happy ending or just death.
Is it over?
There.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going...
I love pain! I also love pain. Masochism, let's go! Alright, now let's actually,
All of his co-workers were gone.
There's so many options, man. Alright, now...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
What if we stay in the
Perhaps he had
room?
simply
What
missed the memo.
happens? So death doesn't give you achievement. Which means there's no point. So...
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This
Unless
was
it's
not
like
the correct
every
way to
ending
the
kind of
meeting
thing.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're gonna go back in,
Stanley
but this
felt
time we're gonna
lightheaded,
stay in the room.
butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
I think that's the
open
last
door on
choice
his
though
left.
that you can make. Especially if I feel the
Stanley
pain.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Alright,
ago.
we're speedrunning.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
Right, we need to stay in the room, then we need to restart, go back to that room, and go through the blue door.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
Take the
consideration
other door,
for
the blue
others?
door.
Are
No,
you
no,
that
we gotta
convinced that I
do-
want
we gotta
something
see what
bad
happens
to
when
happen
we're
to
right.
you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of
Put
this, but
behind-
I really do
the door
want to
behind.
help you, to show you
door
something
behind.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
You missed it. Oh. Alright, let me like get the good ending,
to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us all trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Let me go.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
I'm not running.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay, I will take your solution. This time I will actually take your solution. We will just chill in the space room.
What are we looking for? Here. Yes.
This. Let's just chill in the space room, shall we?
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Yeah, you
actually feel happy.
you're just staying here, you know? We'll let the narrator be happy. For once, you know, he deserves happiness after the bullshit I've put him through for the past, hour. He deserves happiness, I think. So we'll just watch the pretty light show, and we'll let it happen, you know? Wow, look at all the pretty lights. So pretty. Wow. I sort of... Now, dodge? Dodge what? What am I dodging? I'm so confused. What am I dodging? What am I dodging? I'm strafing. I'm strafing. What am I strafing for? I'm so confused. Look at all the pretty lights. Now twirl. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. It's the Ballet Marion or whatever it's called. I don't know. The ballet. Dancing is what you do. Dancing is what you do. Dancing gonna break my soul. Dancing what makes me whole. Copyright. Damn, now we got copyright strike. That's it. End of stream. Sorry guys, gotta go. Gotta end the stream. Wow, so pretty. I don't think there's anything with this ending though. Like, I don't think this ends. I think this will be like this forever. Get sued. No. Is the light show over? Can you fall off? No. Okay. I don't... Does this not end? I don't know if this ends. Let's just walk out real quick.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right.
Oh!
Where were we?
The end is soon. Okay. This ends soon. Okay. This is a long ending. It better be an achievement. Now I'm curious, what are the achievements? While this goes, let me quick peek at the achievements. The Stanley. It actually stops after 10 minutes. Stanley Parable achievement. Deluxe edition achievements. Here we go. Get your first achievement. You can't jump. Press the space bar a number of times. Whoops. Let's just JK. Oh, okay. Beat the game, complete the Stanley Parable, follow the narrators, get into the end. Welcome back, quit the game and start it again. Keep pressing 8 on the keyboard and keep heading the boss's office. Click door 430 5 times. Setting world champion. All setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Jesus. Speed run. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes. These are specific. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Some of these are pretty easy. But I don't play the Stanley oh my god, don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Jesus Christ. Okay, play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of Tuesday. What? Why is this an achievement? It's when you time skip. In the game. No. This is literally like, keep your piece. This is the guide. So you can pause the game, turn on windowed mode, and leave it unfocused in the background. Or sorry, here's what it says. Start the game on Monday and leave it running until Wednesday. It literally means play the game for 24 hours. Or have the game running for 24 hours. What the fuck? Is that actually the achievement? There's no way that's actually the achievement list. Okay, wait. Change your calendar on one. Oh! Yeah, that's not bad. That's how you do the 10-year one, right? By changing your calendar? Okay. But there's nothing about endings. Also, I don't think this ending ever ends. See if I can get the spacebar one. Come on. Nope, I said JK. So this doesn't end. Ever. It restarted. Okay, it doesn't end. I already said... I already did this on spacebar thing. Oh, I already did it? Sweet. Alright, so now we go through the
like the back of his hand. Door. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Because that was it for the red doors. Now we go through
Stanley
the blue
came
door.
To a set of
and that should be the last ending.
This was not the
Unless
correct way to the meeting
there's more
room,
things
and
to
Stanley
do.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
answer the
admire
phone.
it.
We
the
could go
lounge
answer
was grand, majestic.
Because that's actually
Perhaps,
another ending. That's
to
the
get back to
happy
business,
ending, or whatever.
Stanley
the apartment
took
ending.
the first open door on his left.
Nope, we burned our Zorro this.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. It will cause death. Okay.
Look, Stanley,
me jumping from the cargo lift while it's in motion.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you. To show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, this door doesn't open. But wait, you have to pay $5,000 if you die? I need to see it. I mean, what next time, next run around, when we go do the phone, we'll check it. Because these aren't long. These
now
are like
listen carefully, this is important.
Okay,
Stanley walked through the red door.
Like 10 minutes. Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
All right. right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
It said
you want to
what
know
you
so
could
badly
show.
what's out there? You want to find out what
Jesus
lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay, what's at the end of this road that I have chosen?
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Oh.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
Oh, yeah, there's broken textures.
And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what
Yes.
you wanted to see.
Yes.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Skill trees would be cool.
Let me
Vehicles
take
would
a
be cool.
stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Jump scares, jump scares.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Please rate
now,
your experience
tell me
from
about your experience with
1
this
to
new
5.
version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Great, I'm gonna say yes. 5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I know,
How did
right?
I know the game needed a third door? Well,
That's crazy,
it's instinct
bro.
mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You
In
can't
your
teach that,
soul?
Stanley. Don't
Jesus.
even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look, shall we? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Good old Neil. Oh. Did you know that? Oh, okay. How long does it take to get? What? Okay. Let me just walk through the third door again. What soul?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No, not at all.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Ah,
You wouldn't
okay.
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Not at all. Let me playtest this.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about
This
the
is just
desperation
Flappy
and
Bird.
tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Best game. Changed my mind. S-tier gaming experience. I'm not playing this for 4 hours. Oh, I saved the baby. Burn it. Burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Because I don't
if
want to
it's
play
the
for
latter,
4
well, I
hours.
don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
I made
It's
him
over.
quit.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Okay.
What do we have here?
What games do we have to play? Pac-Man.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I swear to God, if it's Flappy Bird, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Aha! Fascinating.
Wait, we're playing
What do you
with
think
the-
this game is about, Stanley?
Wait,
What's
we're
our
playing
backstory?
the
What is our
volunteer.
motivation? But it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Fathom, yeah.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Where are the cultists? I thought about playing this game on stream. I didn't think it was from the same guys. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Am I just gonna play this game now?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Oh. Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You
No!
really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
The difference...
thank heavens we avoided it.
It's different than the actual game. I know, but like...
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
No, my freedom!
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
No, my freedom. Wait, we're playing fucking Rocket League!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in
Rocket
mind.
League!
Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
What the
There isn't
fuck?
any possibility that you could get lost
Where's
here.
the soccer?
Now
Where's the
this
ball?
is game design.
Where's the
Stanley,
ball?
if you manage to get
Welcome
lost
to
in this game, I
climbing
will be
the wall.
phenomenally impressed.
Where's the wall? Where's the ball? Give me the ball.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball
I'm
of some kind.
special.
Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
It's
Okay,
sports
Stanley,
ball?
here's the ball. Have fun.
Let's go. All right, I'm ass at Rocket League, but we'll make this work. Do you want a joke? Yes, give me the joke. I'm Team Red, obviously.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? What are you doing?
Wait, did I break? Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Okay. What do you call an autistic person with a gun? I don't know. What do you call an autistic person with a gun? I'm scared. I'm scared of the answer. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Rocket League. Special Forces! No! 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 Why? 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 Why is it good? No, you bastard. Why is it good? Why is it a good joke? God damn it. Why must you do this to me? God damn it. Special Forces. I think I broke it. There's nothing for me to do. Huh?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I got to
He'll
play
understand
Rocket League
soon what I was trying to tell him.
Game.
He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Is that a threat?
I can wait.
I can also wait. Oh, sweet. And that was that. Okay. Well, that's the doors.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Phone. Now it's phone time.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Nope. We're not ready for
When
new
Stanley
content.
came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
No.
and
We're not ready
Stanley
for
knew
new
it
content. We're
perfectly
not ready
well.
for new content.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
Not yet,
lounge
not yet.
first, just to admire it.
We gotta finish this path.
And here it was,
Phone,
the lounge.
and then
But
the side
eager
door.
to get back
And
to
then that
business,
should be every
Stanley
option.
took the first open door on his left.
Rocket League was funny though.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
The
Stanley,
Rocket
I think
League
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
Sweet.
but the fact is that the story has been
okay,
about
so you meant-
nothing but you all this time.
Wow, really?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone
You
you've
didn't.
forgotten
Oh, I didn't look at it.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh,
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your
I'll
work
look at.
aside.
I'll look at it on the way
To
back.
let
I'm
her
ass-
back into your life.
I'm assuming we go back.
She's
So
been waiting.
let me pick
That's
that up.
her, Stanley. You need to be the one.
There you go. We picked up the phone. I live in apartment 2.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
You bastard!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying
Bastard!
to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Bastard.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm gonna die? Good morning, press E on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now
Okay.
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Wait,
From behind his desk,
15 seconds
Stanley
at
dreamed
the
of
next
wild
one.
expeditions
Okay,
into
the
the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day
Is
that
this
he
a
returned to
achievement?
work was a reminder that
Or
none of
is
it
it a
would
different
ever
ending?
happen to him.
Nope. Nope, I'm not gonna watch TV. Screw you. No TV. Okay, it doesn't work. I think I have to keep going. Okay, nothing happens.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Wait,
The thought
what?
excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Who the fuck dreams about the job? Seriously.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Wait, this is just the
Down
game.
one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Wait, I played the game with
It
the
was
baby.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always
You
feel
can't make your
this
own
free.
decisions?
Surely
No.
there's an answer
No,
down
no.
some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me.
Jesus
He won't
Christ, okay.
stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Okay, I will not push button. I'd like that life. Just doing nothing, pushing buttons. Yeah, 'tis a life. Don't know if it's a good life, but it is a life. You know, sometimes having agency kind of nice. Sometimes having agency kind of sucks. Okay, I'm pushing the button.
You
It's
see?
too long.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here,
No,
he's
slowly
electing
killing
to
myself.
kill
Oh,
himself?
damn.
How can I get him to see what I see?
No.
How can I make him look at himself?
No, I mean, isn't that just life though?
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so
Okay.
different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die!
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay. The game really just went, please end it. Thank you. Please stop. Okay. So that's the phone route.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
We're gonna skip the new content door for now. We have
When Stanley
one
came to
more
a set of
ending,
two open doors, this
or
was
one more
not the correct way
that
to
we
the
can go.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, we have one more
It
way
was
that we can go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Left door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We're going downstairs. What's downstairs?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's,
Damn it, there's two doors!
left.
Oh. Okay, there's only one door.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Descending.
No, not the right.
God damn it.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Jesus Christ! Figure it out, man.
We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay.
A, B,
yes.
start.
I've got it now. This story is
Down again.
absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. We just have to
Gets
back
rid
to-
of her.
No. Who am I
Truck-kun.
kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No,
and
wait.
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
No, wait. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
New content?
What
No,
could it
wait.
mean?
We still have one more option.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, no, we still have one more option. Because if we go straight, obviously...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear,
Or
I
is the
definitely
death fine?
restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
No.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story. Oh god, I'm in a fucking maze. Oh, okay, they all link back into each other. I see. Oh, this way's the story. The story is this way. The story was not that way. It's this way. The story is this way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. It's like, this is like Supernatural. Superman.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'm assuming you meant natural.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Off to the meeting room. Wait, now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction?
No,
and see if we
minimal.
missed
Oh, super
anything?
minimal. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. The game, right? Did I break this story?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
What?
Is that correct?
I broke
Do you
him!
remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
This is the
I know you
Zender.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, I think it was.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay.
All right,
The
I've
Stanley
got a
Parable
solution.
Adventure
This
Line.
time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
We're getting lost. The line's
You
not
see?
going in the right
The line
direction.
knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though,
Who is
here's
that?
a thought.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
okay, you're
wherever
funny.
we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply
Oh,
by
okay,
the
I
act of
can't go for
moving
this.
forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably
What the
conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, sure. No, I was serious. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, it probably won't be important later.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Wait. What? I'm so confused.
Oh, no.
And we're back to the monitor room.
Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay. Follow the...
You know what, Stanley?
Okay.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
Do you
Why
have
don't
the
we
pet?
simply
No.
start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yes. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. We
Now,
go this
yes,
way.
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
There's
Go
no...
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Alright, off to Rocket League.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines
Who
or
is that?
monitor
Who is
rooms.
what?
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
There's nothing behind me, my guy.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so I know that each door
So now
has to
you
lead
are
somewhere,
calling me crazy?
which means
Dude.
that somewhere, the place
Ow.
where we're trying to go,
You're not
there
behind
must be
me.
a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Crazy,
And
I was
since the
crazy
answer is
once.
clearly yes,
They locked
then
me in
by
a
all
room.
accounts,
A
the
room
door
with
on the
filing
right is the
cabinets,
correct one.
and filing
Another
cabinets
victory
make
for
me
logic.
crazy.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up. What's this?
The confusion ending. You've been playing
Confusion ending. You're
the
telling me
confusion ending for
that's what this
17
is?
minutes?
It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Jesus
It's all
Christ.
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Find the
My mind goes
conclusion
blank
ending.
simply because
Narrator
it's written
restarts the
here on
game.
this-
Fifth
this
restart. Narrator
thing
forgets about previous
wall.
restarts.
Well,
Stanley attempts
who
to play the
consulted
story,
me?
but is
Why don't I get
prevented,
to
unable
decide?
to go
Why
anywhere
don't I
or
get a say in all of this?
do
Is
anything.
it really?
The game restarts on a
No, it
sixth
can't be.
restart.
I don't want it to be.
Find the
I
line
don't
again,
want the
but
game to keep restarting. I
Begin
don't want to
following
forget
the
what's
line.
going
Find
on.
an accidental
I don't want to be
replica of
trapped
the
like this.
office
I
and
won't restart the game. I won't
of
do it. I
the
won't do
office
it. I won't do it.
that has begun to
And the timer
attempt to make
stopped?
up a story here. The narrator
Does that mean,
restarts the game.
Did we
Seventh
do it?
restart.
Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Wait, how many restarts are we at? 4? 5?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Run.
I'm not quite
here.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find
Okay.
out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It force restarted. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
So what
knew it
happens if we get back
perfectly
on track, I guess?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I think it just gets
It was
us back on
okay.
track.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on
If
his
I
left.
go... I think if I go that way, I won't be able to go back.
And so he
we'll go this way.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. We're back on track.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Okay,
of
so we're
disbelief,
back on the left side.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We walked downstairs instead.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility
Okay.
of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he
Okay.
was crazy.
What the?
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
It's looping!
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh my god, we're
And for that
becoming
matter,
sentient!
These rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
They are!
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone.
Damn,
he wasn't
I
going
tried.
to lose his job.
What is a
He wasn't
conclusion?
crazy after
What
all.
is-
And he thought to himself,
what-
I
what
suppose
is
I'll wake
a
up soon. I'll have to go
consciousness?
back
I
to
don't
my
know.
boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One
Okay.
he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Who
Why
is
is
talking?
there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yep.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing
What
that
the
if
fuck
he's
is going
asleep,
on?
he doesn't have to take
He's going
responsibility for
fucking
anything?
sentient.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
They
He would
do
prove that
the
he was in
change.
control, that this was a dream.
Why do they change
closed
each
his eyes
time
gently,
but come back
And
to
he
the same-
invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool
look
weight
it
of the
around.
blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my
Okay.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Let me
It's all I
continue pushing
want.
the buttons.
I want my apartment and my wife And my job,
I have a wife?
all I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Nope.
Everything will be fine.
Let me do it too. Let me push the buttons.
Okay.
And we're still in the room. Oh, that's what kept happening. You're blocking into the wall.
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Wait, let me help.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
My man just had an existential crisis. Oops.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the? What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
That's me
what is
jumped
real
down.
and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Okay.
And then she turned.
Did we die? Great. So it was me.
All
I
his
would have
co-workers were gone.
tripped on the body.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, well, what else can we do? I think there's
When
there's
Stanley
nothing else we
came
can
to
do
a
in
set
there.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So we'll go left because this just brought us back here. I guess we have to go upstairs now.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Because that was
Feeling
going
a wave
downstairs.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he. Oh no!
New
Not
content?
again.
Alright,
I
after
beg
this
your
we'll do
pardon.
new
Coming to a
content. I'm just trying to
staircase,
see what can we do
Stanley
before
walked
new
upstairs
content.
to his boss's office.
You know? Is there any
The
new
moment he
choices
entered
that
his
we can do?
manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
8,
Not
4,
a
2.
living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any
wasn't the
hope,
first
any
line.
reason to keep
What?
going.
That wasn't the
Here
first
on the
line.
floor,
Yeah.
he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour.
Wait,
But
what the
when
fuck?
At last he began to move about and survey the situation. He found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Okay.
What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's
The
future?
broom closet
Alas, it
line.
was not. For although this
Oh.
keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
No, shit. 2, 8, 4, 5. No. 2, 8.
Stanley just
4,
sat around twiddling
5.
his thumbs.
There.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I got the
Stanley
eighth
happened
one,
to
so-
input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, we have to go down because there's nowhere else to go. We did the escape route. Is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. I think that's all the options, right? I'm gonna see if I can do anything here. But I don't think so.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
I did the escape one.
Facility.
So we have to do the mind control facility. I think we could turn on the machine.
The lights rose
right?
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
And then we can do new content. Oops.
Now the monitors jump to life, their true nature revealed.
Hey, look,
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, great. Go up.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wait, but before that, let me just, like, hit all the buttons real quick. Okay. I don't know how you get up there, because that door's closed. I'm assuming there's 3. How do I get up there? Okay. Guess not. Okay, guess not. We'll just leave, I guess. 5. Okay, now we're gonna turn it on instead of off, see what happens.
And when at last he found the source of... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Oops.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Power!
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
The stairway blocked
You
down?
were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Okay.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
I see.
The bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
What's over here? What's over here? What's over here? What's over here? What's over here?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Damn.
Other times,
That's rude.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
5.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
Okay,
Watching
that
you
didn't do
try to
anything.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
I'm
But
gonna
I'm enjoying
die.
this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Something will
That
do
this
something.
video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
There's gotta be a way
It's
out.
Tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Ah!
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable.
What if I just
fight
turn it
from
off?
the moment we fade
I'm not gonna make it, I'm
until
not gonna
the
make it, I'm not
moment
gonna
I
make it,
say,
I'm not gonna make it.
"Happily ever after."
I didn't make it.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Wait, that's new.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I just want to see.
Yet there was not a single person here
That wasn't
either.
the same opening.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
It's
up to his
closed.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Let me play! Try to go for the speedrun route.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
There we go. Trying to see if I can do the speed run. I gotta beat the game in 4 minutes. I don't know if it's possible. Then we'll do new content. Then new content.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Quick check, quick check.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Come on.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Go, 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 go. Make it to the end.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Come on,
this
come down,
mind-controlled facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept
Open the door!
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. Go, 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 go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
it's been 30
eating,
minutes. This
working,
game is interesting, right?
All of it monitored and
looping.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
that's why
Stanley
it feels like
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Oh.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Oh, wait.
Unshackled himself from someone else's
decision
command.
I haven't tried yet.
Freedom was mere moments away.
This
and yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still
it would have
lay
been an interesting YouTube video. But
Where had his co-workers
I have a YouTube
gone?
video coming out.
How had he been freed from the machine's
Oh, you
grasp?
can't go back.
What other mysteries did this
You have
strange
to leave.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking,
Take the best
but
parts out.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Come on, come on, come on.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Shut up!
Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the
under
cool
4 minutes,
breeze
under 4
upon
minutes,
his
under 4
skin,
minutes.
The feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Did I do it? Did I do the speedrun?
And Stanley was happy.
It's been 3. Let's go! Come on, give me that achievement, give me that achievement. Bro, I didn't get the achievement. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
minutes.
What could it mean?
Cool. I didn't get the
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New content. How much new content? That's the real question. How much?
Hello, and thank you for playing The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Okay.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing
There's
special
no
yet,
content,
but I'm
that's
sure
it.
it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
The elevator has not done anything.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right,
Okay,
finally,
cool.
at long last, it's on to the new content. I've
I was
never
like,
been more
it
ready.
broke.
Let's do it.
I'm like, great, it broke. Let go.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley
It's not
Parable
an
Ultra
elevator.
Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content.
All right. All right, let's see it.
Jumps.
The jump circle?
Look at that. We get to jump, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's weird that it's on E, but I'll take it. I'll take jumping. You never know. You don't notice how much you miss jumping until you can't jump anymore. That's it? Oh, you only get...
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this
Hey,
what passes
jumping's
for
cool.
exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more.
But
Very
wait,
good.
there's
Yes.
more.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for
Okay.
whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. That was
That's
it.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You
Just
see, Stanley?
jumping.
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't
They
get me
added
started on
jumping.
the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Oh.
It's
He's
my
gonna
fault, Stanley.
make an angry
I built
tweet.
up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back
He
to what
means
the Stanley
oh,
Parable
God.
is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Wait, is that actually it? No, wait, that was actually just the new content. Oh! Wait, it's different.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
We're venting? We're venting? Extra special forces. We're venting, we're venting, we're venting.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just
Is
our
this?
little secret. Take a look.
I thought
I
this...
call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life
thought this was
whenever
an
I
Elden
want.
Ring.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley,
God, it
doesn't
has
the
a
Memory Zone
game
remind you of
case?
how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in
2014
October
Independent
of
Game Festival?
2013, when the game originally launched? Back then,
British
video
Academy
games had
of
integrity.
Film and
Back
Television
then, it
Arts
all
Festival.
meant something. Oh, the waste.
The Good Times. The original remake. A trip down memory lane. Wow. Demonstration. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Okay. British Academy of Film and TV Development Team nominee. Development Team nominee. Okay. New video game released today. Oh hey, when we went crazy.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. Wow. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. Wow. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
So, I was right. This game was out before I started streaming. Hence why I didn't know about it.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
IGF
9 out of 10. Don't you get it,
Stanley? Girlfriend?
The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
So who remastered it, then?
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh no.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
It's Steam. Yep, there you go.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Right now.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Well, the idea of the game
While
is
the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't
You did play for 3 hours.
From the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it...
You know?
I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't.
You did play for 3 hours.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite... What's this one?
You played for 9 hours.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
Damn.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Why is there...
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is.
Skip.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Does it keep going?
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Oh,
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long...
Skip.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Bye.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so
Is
much
this how
time. I stopped keeping
you do the 10-year thing? Maybe.
Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one in...
Hello? It'd be 2 years now. I think he died. Okay. Just keep skipping.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They...
Okay. Is that his replic? Okay, still no door. Okay. Just keep skipping.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Is he okay?
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I think he broke. I think you... I think I broke him. I think he died. Hey, look, a way out. I think the narrator's dead. Oh my God, vegetation grew. Like, this is more than 10 years. Okay, vegetation died. What happened? We have probably gone through over 1,000 years at this point. Oh, hey, look, a way out. Okay. I guess pick a direction, walk in that direction. Right? Let me make sure that that's what I have to do before. Let me see if I can press the button. One more time. The narrator, Oasis? Like, the narrator's dead at this point. Oh! And that's the new content. The group music? What the fuck happened? Okay.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
New content?
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
New content. Let's go. Even newer content. Is it jumping again?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Ultra
Which
mega
is why
deluxe.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Sequel!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
This is the way to the show
but
floor.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
New features.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. New features, enjoy. Exclusive, the button that says your name of the player that is playing the game. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
Why did you leave
what
him?
do players
I didn't
really
leave him.
want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually
He left
recognized
me.
and validated as people.
He died.
So with that in mind, my first edition... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living
But
as
it's
Jim,
Brandon. But
sleeping
I-
and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken
I
as Jim,
am
seizing
Jim.
all of the world's possibilities
Jim
as
is
Jim,
me.
and as Jim
I
watching
am
your
one with the
dreams
Jim. The Jim
crumble
is
into
me. I am one
dust.
with the Jim. The Jim
Do you
is
feel
me.
it deeply? Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again. And
No!
this time, let me finish first.
Okay.
Now, allow
Go to the
yourself
gym.
to become Jim.
Need to
Imagine
work
yourself
out. You know,
driving
just-
to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through
Jim at
fringe
the
religious
gym.
groups as Jim, and finally
Jim at the
dying
gym.
a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
Cult?
Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am
If
Jim.
so, then please step forward and press the button. Yes! You see? What
Look
a
at
thrill!
that.
What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
I am
Jim.
It
I
hits
am Jim.
even harder the second time. If this were
Me.
the only
Jim.
new feature in the
Just
Stanley
me.
Parable 2,
Only
it would
me.
still
I
be
am
worth the
Jim.
money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
okay. Next feature that isn't the gym button. What else do we got? We've got...
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
No, that's a terrible idea. Jump circle, infinity hole, the button that says the... Okay. Collectibles? New area, easy achievement. Free achievements, get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your achievement. No more steps, it just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee
Jesus
it will
Christ.
be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Jesus Christ, okay. So this was a list. Gotcha. I guess back around. But where's my jumpy hole?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles. Wow.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Wait.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. Collect them all. Wait.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it.
Jumps.
Calling it the Stanley
Circle.
Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Jump circle!
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic
I ran out of
statement
jumps.
right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. I guess to the infinity hole?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games is a... You see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions.
Wow, it's actually just... Okay.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Wait a minute. It's actually... Wait, I don't know how they did this.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
It's not infinite. It's not?
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever.
It's not getting lower.
There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I prepared for you. I really
Is
spent
it?
quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again?
It becomes smaller
so we
every
can get
time. Oh,
back
yeah, you're
to
right.
What's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
Okay.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole
is not
mostly
even a hole.
infinite? If that works for you,
At the end, it's
then
not a
go
hole.
ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
So, they could have made an infinite hole, cheese an infinite hole, by putting an invisible platform at the bottom and having the walls be a moving texture of the pattern going up, and then there you go, infinite hole, without it actually being infinite hole. Pretty ingenious, am I right? It's pretty smart. Through some merch. Okay. I think we saw everything though. I don't know if we saw the merch stuff, but whatever. It's not the end of the world.
Oh, goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward.
Okay.
I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay?
Oh,
All
here's
right,
the
I'll
merch.
get out of your hair now.
Don't. No, we have to. Here's the merch. Actually, you know what? The merch is kind of good. The end is never the end again. This t-shirt is the best new feature. I saw this new content. It said no buckets after this. Well, bucket now.
A common complaint of the Stanley
Only
Parable
now.
was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Wait.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
Can I
the
hold on to the
many
bucket?
disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Can
You
I have
may
the
even
bucket?
come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance
I want the
while the
bucket.
bucket is in your arms.
Give me the bucket.
And to be
Give me the
honest,
bucket.
It's
Just
a
give me the
much
bucket.
more
Just give me the bucket.
convenient solution for me.
Stop talking.
than
Give me the bucket.
actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain
Give
in
me
the
the bucket.
ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Look at that.
Can you feel it? The glow of
I
comfort,
have a bucket.
even in the face of crushing despair,
I'm taking the
must
bucket with me.
already be sweeping
Goodbye.
through your body. And in fact,
Oh,
can I
okay,
say
yeah,
that
leave.
I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I
Let me
think
leave
that
with the
just
bucket.
holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Wow. Now let me
The
leave.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I? I can leave with the bucket. Let go. Best game ever. Changed my mind. Bucket is
Does
king.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award.
It should
if
be.
isn't
It should be.
already.
This is the most enjoyable bucket in a video game. I don't want to hear anything about it. Best bucket in video game. This bucket. I don't know if I can live without this bucket now. This bucket is like my prized possession. You know? I can't live without it. It's the bucket or nothing at all. Please no screenshots. Oh.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I
Yeah,
can
you'll
feel
make
it
it
in
work.
my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay, let's see. The gym button?
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is.
I don't know,
I
man.
give you
Rocket League.
the Stanley
It's
Parable
pretty good.
2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on.
No.
Let me do a different arrangement. Okay,
No.
yes, this is much better. I feel good about it.
Is it?
Here we go.
Is it?
Version 2.
How did it get worse?
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans
Sequels
to love
don't do
it.
that.
No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity
So,
of the
like a
original game.
deluxe edition.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right,
Okay,
perfect.
I'll let you cook.
Go
Let him
ahead.
cook. Let him cook.
Take a look.
Okay, we let him cook. Wow. Wait. Did I accidentally unlock the Stanley Parable too?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed. Stanley picked up the bucket.
Very important bucket. Oh, my extra features are gone.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, door on the left. We'll follow the roof.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I think there's nothing different. I think you just get a bucket. I think that's just the end of the new content.
The
It's just you
elevator
get a
raced
bucket.
downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I don't think there's anything different. I think it's just normal. Just with a bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I'm not noticing anything different. I think it's just you have a bucket. Oh. Right. Wait, no. No, this one's the one where the monitor.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
The bucket cried?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Oh,
no!
In the bucket's mine.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust
Buckets have
no
feelings
one
too. Ah, yes, my favorite, the bucket feelings. I love it when my bucket, just feels things.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded
Bucketing.
from this very place. And as
The three Bucketeers!
of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Not the three Bucketeers.
Stanley and the bucket
My favorite.
waited in
The
blackness.
three Bucketeers.
Was it over?
Jesus Christ.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
What?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Bro.
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now,
How do you know if you saw the
he was about
bucket?
to find out.
That he never had the bucket to begin with. Alright, that's...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Perhaps
The sequel is now paused. Wait, is that it? Am I just in the sequel now? Oh! Okay, once you beat the Stanley Parable 1, you get a bucket. I see. Interesting. You just get a bucket. Alright, well, I guess that's that. So, a couple things that I wanted to discuss. So, hold on. The eye is itching. Okay. A couple things I wanted to discuss. First things first. I'm gonna throw back on the live screen. We're gonna do a keying capture to photos. That's calculator. Why do I have calculator open? Will this work? This did not work. Okay. This is my schedule for the month of December. Okay, that didn't happen. For the month of February. This is my schedule for the month of February. So, we're the 7th. So, today's my random games. My random game night. We play Great Start. Yeah, I know, right? Great Start. So, this is the schedule. So, this is the random game that we played today, Stanley Parable. Tomorrow is probably an FPS game. I don't know what yet. Like, I still don't know what I'm doing yet, but it'll either be an FPS game or a co-op game. It's one of the two. I'm not sure yet. Followed by Genshin Impact on Sunday. I want to start Tuesdays. I want to start doing anime watch parties. So, put your anime suggestions for shows that you want to watch in the anime Discord chat, right? So these will take place on Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, go join the Discord. Should be a link in like the about section. You should be able to grab it there. Romantic Killers is available. We can watch Romantic Killers. Put it in there. I've already watched it. I don't mind rewatching it. I might watch it in Japanese though, because I am taking. So the reason why I don't have streams on Mondays and Fridays or Saturdays is because or Saturdays is because I'm actually taking Japanese classes. See? Japanese. I'm taking Japanese classes. So actually not a bad idea to watch shows that I've already watched and just watch them in sub. So I don't mind rewatching Romantic Killers, but put anime suggestions in there and we'll watch them during the watch parties on Tuesday. Basically, they'll start at 8 and they'll start at 8. We'll go to about 11 watching anime and just having a good time, chilling. Anime watch party doesn't have to be shows. It could also be movies. Like if perfect example, if Your Name comes, like if somebody wants to watch Your Name, down to watch Your Name. Your Name was great. Wednesday the 14th, we're doing Beat Saber. It's Beat Saber. We're just gonna play the game. If you guys have song suggestions, put it in. Also, put that in the Discord, because I will try and do song suggestions. Put it in gaming, I guess, or either in gaming or game suggestion. Yeah, put it in gaming for now, because I'll take suggestions in the stream. Rush E for sure. I already have Rush E, but I'll definitely take suggestions while I'm in the stream. But this will just be easier for me to prep them in advance. If you guys have songs that you already know that you want me to play, knowing them in advance is just better, because then I can download them in advance. Followed by co-op, and followed by definitely the 15th is 100% Overwatch. No ifs, ands, or buts. The new rank's coming out on the 12th. We're playing Overwatch like 110%. Genshin will be Genshin. Anime watch party. Random game will be random game. I don't know yet. FPS will be co-op, or FPS will be co-op or FPS. I might do co-op. I think I have a game that I might want to play. The only other thing that isn't like box standard, like we will figure it out as we go, is this sim racing. I'm thinking I want to do at least one sim racing stream a month. And last year in the summer, I think it was June, I did a sim racing month. So I'll be doing that again. Probably same time around June, I'll be doing a sim racing month. So keep an eye on that if you like sim racing. But I want to see, I don't know what I want to do yet. I have an idea. I just need to see if people want to get involved, which is Forza Motorsport with Cherry and Vin. I think it could be fun. I just need to ask them, see if they're interested. But because they have Xbox Game Pass and it's free with Game Pass, or just with you guys, one of the two. But or everyone, or all of the above. But I do want to do sim racing. I want to do some more sim racing. I have the wheel. I could play on the wheel, do more sim racing stuff. So sim racing will be happening. So that's that. I don't think that Cherry likes racing. Ha! You'd be surprised. Cherry actually does like racing. She just doesn't want to play a racing game without a wheel. But no, she's actually a car nerd, funnily enough. But yeah, so that's that discussed. The next thing that I wanted to discuss. Does she have a whip? She had a whip. Not anymore. But that's not my story to tell. The next thing. These sublimated hoodies. This is final product, okay? This is what we're going with. I'm going to stand up for this one so that you can see it. So this is a large. I'm working on XLs, but I'm going to be doing sizes from small, extra small to 4XL. This is what the hoodie looks like. Okay. It's very nice, very clean. It's very comfy. It's sublimated, so this will not wash off. Like, it's not like tacked on or anything. It's like it's baked into the fabric. It's really nice fabric. As you can see, very soft, very light, very airy. It's good for, like, it's good to lounge around. It's not too heavy, so you could wear it practically anytime. And I mean, sleeves roll up really nice. They sit really good. Like, they will hold. I've been stress testing the shit out of this for the past 2 days. And I mean, pocket. We have a nice air mesh pocket that we might be doing. Like, the only thing that might change is the pocket. We have an air mesh pocket. We might do a fabric pocket or an air mesh pocket. But these are coming. Like, this is it. If you want one, I put a poll on Discord. So, if you want one, go on Discord, fill out that poll. It should be in announcements. Fill that out. It helps me know if you want them, how much I need to get, and where I can put them. Because I might have a site that I can put them on for sale properly. I just need to know if there's enough demand. Also, in the hood, controllers in the hood, so that's kind of cool. But really comfy. Definitely would recommend. If you want one, definitely recommend. I don't have a price point yet because I need to know how much it would cost, product cost, right? So apart from that, did I go through everything that I needed to go through? Quick peek at Discord. Yeah, so Minecraft, the Minecraft Skyblock series that I've been talking about for like 2-3 weeks or whatever, or no, for a month and a half, that's coming out. Don't use Streamlabs Shop because they take 40. No, this is like, here, I can show you. So this is a site I've been working on at work. Get my apparel. I think that's how you spell it. No. Get my apparel. You'd think I would know how to spell this after doing this for like a long time. So this is the website I've been working on at work. It's a third-party site, essentially, where you could buy things. Right, you put, basically, it's clients, so like me, let's say, I would put my Indium game stuff on this site, and then they would make it, and then just give me the profits that come off of it, right? Give me my profits that come off of it. So you would be able to pick your hoodie, your color, your size, or your color. You'd pick your size, add to cart, and then, sure. Let's do black small. Whatever. You would check out. And then you would put in your whatever. And then you could ship it to Canada, US. So far, that's the only places they sell to. In theory, I could change it to not Canada, US. Because, spoiler alert, I'm the one making this and I have control of the whole back end. But yeah, so in theory I could just change this to whatever shipping fees. But yeah. I need to remove that from the cart because I'm gonna have to add it back in. I'm gonna have to add the stock back in later to fix the skew. But so the idea is I could add it onto here. There's no profit fee because, well, I control it, right? And it goes straight. You'd be able to straight upload to my works, basically thingy. Damn, kind of a selfish, but your audience is mostly Canadian. What? Damn, kind of a selfish, but, well, no, it would be, basically the shipping fee. So right now there's shipping fee because I'm not in control. Like, I'm not my stuff, right? I'm just following what the orders are. But in theory, the shipping fee would just cover the shipping cost of, like, if I were to put a shipping fee on these, it wouldn't be because I can make more money. I'm gonna put whatever money I want. The shipping fee would just be whatever the shipping fee actually is, right? So if it's $10 to ship from Canada to Florida, let's say, then it would just tack on $10 to the shipping fee. Like, you would just pay a $10 shipping fee. That's it. Basically, I break even or make small profit. That's, like, the idea is to make, like, obviously the idea is to make profit, but, like, the main goal is really, like, at least break even. So that's because I still have to make these myself. Like, I'm still making these. So, but yeah, right now it's whatever because it's not my stuff, right? Like, this isn't my stuff. Granted, I did make this, and I mean, I could do heat press too, like the heat press logos, like this, almost exactly like this, and it would come on this stuff, etc. It would come on this like this type of clothing, etc. Really cool stuff. They're really comfortable too. So, but yeah. So anyways, so if you guys want a hoodie, please go fill out that survey. It would really, like, honestly, like, I'm not affiliate yet. I'm hoping to get affiliate, but, like, if you want to support me and help me make bigger and better content, that's the way to, like, that will help me. And you get something cool out of it too. So, I mean, it's very unique. Like, you don't see any other small I don't think you see any streamers do this because it's kind of expensive, but, like, it's kind of hard to do because you really have to, like, it's really just taking designs and baking them onto fabric. So it's something special. Like, you could say not a lot of companies do sublimated stuff. So you can say you have some cool merch from a small streamer and you're helping me out. So could be cool. Apart from that, did I talk about everything that I wanted to talk to? Some changes might be coming to the Discord over the next coming days, just because we're tweaking things. We're figuring out the onboarding and stuff. Yeah. The chat is now just me chatting. I think it has been just you chatting for a long time, but I'll probably reiterate most, if not all, of this stuff tomorrow on tomorrow's stream. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, I think that's everything. So, I mean, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. And like I said, if, yeah, no, basically that was it. So, thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my next stream. And yeah, I'll see you then. Don't forget to post your anime recommendations in the Discord. Bye. Peace.